Hi, I'm Roshni Sakaria and I'm at Legal & General's Customer Lounge at the BBC Gardeners World Live. This exhibition runs alongside the BBC Good Food Show here at the NEC Birmingham, and it attracts over 100,000 visitors each year. And today I'm going to be speaking to some of our customers and colleagues about the event and their insights, and hopefully getting some good gardening and food tips. Hi, I'm joined here today with my institutional retirement colleagues, Dave Poulton, Chief Customer Officer, and JJ Aram, Pensions Administrator. How are you guys finding the event so far, Dave?
It's been great. Everything, all of the floral displays, everything around the area has just been amazing. Really enjoying it so far. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a fantastic event so far. I think I'm right in saying we had a record number of customers at the lounge yesterday, so a great start and really excited to be here for the next few days.
Great. And Dave, would you tell us a bit about why we do this event?
Yeah, absolutely. BBC Gardeners World Live and actually all of our customer events are incredibly important to us. They give us a fantastic opportunity to meet with our customers face to face, talk to them a little bit more personally than perhaps we can day to day over the phone. The team have a great opportunity to find out what's really important to our customers, what they're thinking about, but also get their very direct feedback. It's great to hear about what we're doing well. It's also great to hear about what we're not doing quite so well and how we can really improve the experience our customers have with us in the future. So these events are a fantastic opportunity for us just to connect with our customers in a slightly different way to we can day to day.
Great, thanks. And I know we've been coming here for 5 years, but Jay, this is your first time here. How are you finding it?
Amazing. I'm actually a big Gardeners World Live fan. I actually watch it every week on the telly. So to be here in person, I feel really privileged, but also to be representing L&G is also a privilege, but to bring both my loves together, fantastic.
Dave, I know you've been every year since we started. Are there any memorable moments that stick out to you?
Firstly, I can't believe it's 5 years that we've been coming. That time has absolutely flown by, and I've been every year. I really enjoy this event as I do all of our customer events. Probably too many memorable moments to kind of recall and recount them all, but two things perhaps I'd call out. While I've been here every year, we also have customers that come and see us every year and come to the show each year, and it's great to talk to them, find out what they've been up to in the year, learn about their kids growing up, perhaps their grandkids growing up. Great to hear about additions to their family too. Sometimes slightly jealous of the trips and holidays they've managed to go on throughout the year, but great to see them and as I say, build those connections year on year. There is probably one moment that stands out for me. It's a relatively small interaction actually, but I think a really important example of why it's so important we come to events like this, why it's so important we hold our customer events, but also why it's so important that we have such a focus on how we look after our customers and how we make it so easy for them to talk to us. So it was about 3 years ago now, I think, I spoke to a customer whose pension was in the process of being transferred to Legal & General. He had some questions about that. He was unsure about exactly what was happening. I think it's probably fair to say he was a little bit uneasy about what was happening and how it might impact his pension. So sat down in the lounge, had a cup of tea, had a great chat with him, and he left really comfortable and really excited about the changes and knowing exactly what was happening. It was just a great outcome from a relatively small interaction with a customer. He actually came back at the end of the day, had a fantastic day at the show and really thanked us for what we'd done and for taking the time to talk to him. So that really stands out as a moment from one of those shows.
That's so nice. And him coming back just is testament to how important it is for us to be here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We get some great feedback. As I say, the fact that we have people coming back year after year is a real testament to how much people enjoy being at the lounge and talking to the team. So yeah, absolutely fantastic.
And Jay, I know you work on the customer side and you deal with customer queries quite often. Could you tell us a bit about your day job and just why it's important for you to come here and speak to customers as well?
Yeah, of course. So my day-to-day role is I'm on the telephone speaking to our members. I'm helping them with their queries. I'm helping them with, a lot of people don't know about pensions. You know, we're experts, and it's the first time that some of them have actually experienced what a pension means. So I take the time to speak to them, explain it to them, and make sure they understand, whilst not giving them advice, but make sure they understand their options. I absolutely love talking to our customers. It's a really, really lovely privilege to speak to them and to give them really nice news as well. But these events make it even more special because I get the face-to-face interaction with them. I get to read them. They get to read me. And it's not just a voice on the end of the telephone when you can meet our customers face-to-face. I've sat down with a few of them, had a cup of tea. They've spoken to me about their plans in retirement, what they're doing at the show. So it gives me an opportunity to really understand our customers and make my service better for the future.
Dave, how do you think the teams benefit from these events?
Yeah, so it's a great question. Picking up perhaps on something Jay said, that the team is so passionate about how we look after our customers and providing the very best service that we can, that just our ability to talk to our customers directly at events like these and get their feedback and that really energizes us to really focus on the things that we are being told we're doing well, but also improve what we're doing in the future and really improve our customers' experience with us. So yeah, as I say, it's just a fantastic opportunity for the team to show that passion and show that energy and enthusiasm for looking after our customers. I think there's also a benefit internally too. At these events, Gardeners World Live and all of our events, we have colleagues from across different teams, different divisions, different locations even. And it's a great opportunity for them to come together, build their own networks, build their own relationships, perhaps share ideas about what they're doing around different parts of our business. And it's just a great opportunity, as I say, to learn from our customers, share ideas with each other and continually improve what we do in the future.
Great, thanks. And Jay, do you have anything to add?
No, emulate what Dave says. Just the opportunity to meet colleagues that I sometimes speak to over the telephone, put a face to a name. It means that we just grow better and stronger as one team, even though we're in separate locations, which makes me feel great to be part of such a passionate team.
I guess before I let you guys go, I'd like you to share your gardening tip or cooking tip for our viewers. Jay?
Oh, okay, so being married to a landscape gardener, I feel like I have a little bit of knowledge, but if I was to give one tip about gardening, I would say preparation is key. You have to make sure that your area is prepared, your soil is prepared, ready for planting. When you do eventually plant, make sure it's the best quality seeds or plants. And once you see the fruits of your labor, make sure you use the best quality ingredients for when you're cooking to get the best outcome. That would be my tip.
Great, thanks. And Dave?
I'm not sure I'm qualified to give gardening or cooking advice. Perhaps my best bit of advice would be, if I give you any gardening or cooking advice, please ignore it. But a little bit like Jay, I love my herb garden. It's all I'm allowed in our garden. Very small, very easy to grow, but also gives me those fresh ingredients to cook with when I need them. So yeah, get yourself a herb garden would be my number one tip.
Great, thanks. And stay tuned for part 2.
There's been 2 or 3 faces that have come back again who I recognised from last year. It's quite funny. It's like old friends coming back again. And we're just catching up to find out what's been happening to them in the last year and what parts of the Gardeners World they're enjoying this year.
Well, your services at Gardeners World are wonderful because we can stop off for a cup of coffee. So that's very nice.
I know you said you brought your kids here today and your grandkids.
Yes.
What's the one stall or that you're going to be taking them around to today?
Oh, wow, there is so much. This is obviously the first place because you're hands-on with such beautiful diversity. It really is amazing. And the granddaughter, who's 2.5, she hasn't seen any of these plants.
And I can quite easily get a valuation of my pension fund and keep an eye on it and just see what it's doing, and it's performing very well.
I found that the LNG website especially is very accessible and gives you a great amount of information, and I can see instantly what my current contribution is.
Hi Nimel, thanks for being here today.
Pleasure, happy to be here.
Would you like to tell our audience a bit about your role at LNG?
So I'm the Chief Financial Officer for the institutional retirement part of Legal & General, and I've been in that role for about 8 months. Yeah, it's an exciting role. It's a big part of the Legal & General group, doing brilliant things, securing the retirement of many of the customers here today.
And I know it's your first time at the event today. How are you finding it?
it's lovely. There's quite a buzz around. I think we walked in when there was a bit of rain, and that just meant there was the quite a few people around in the tent here. Lovely flowers. I'm a bit of a keen gardener as well, so I feel very at home. I can't wait to start to take a walk around and see what it's like.
Nice. And what would you like to say to our customers here?
I think if you're already a customer of Legal & General, you've chosen well. I mean, I've worked for the firm for about 10 years now, and from the inside, I can see there's a very strong DNA in terms of customer service, doing the right things for our customers, and we're always working towards that. So yeah, I think you can rest assured that your money is in good hands and it's being looked after.
Great, thanks. And you said you're an avid gardener, so I've been asking this to everyone I've spoken to. What would be your gardening tip for us?
Keep an eye on the weeds. Weeds are a curse for me. They eat up all the nutrients. Somebody told me a weed is just a normal plant in the wrong place. But I have stronger feelings than that. I think keep an eye on the weeds.
I'm here at the L&G Customer Lounge with my institutional retirement colleagues, Andrew Kail, CEO, and Lauren Alexandra, Customer Service Manager. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Thanks for being here. Andrew, I know you've driven down this morning. How's your journey been?
It was great. We, Nimol, who's, as you know, is our CFO, we travelled up together. So we had a really good chat along the way. And I've been here before, he hadn't. So I was telling him about the show and what to expect. And getting here now, it's great. So it's been looking forward to this all week.
Great, thanks. And Lauren, I know you came up on Wednesday. How's it been so far?
Very busy. It's probably the busiest I've seen it in the 5 years. Obviously, as I say, we've been coming here for 5 years and, sponsoring the event. It's a wonderful opportunity for us to meet our customers. I've already seen lots of people who I've seen last year and the year before, and we've seen lots of new faces this year. So it's great. It's also a great opportunity for us to share our wider investment sort of journey with everyone. So, and Birmingham and the West Midlands are an important part of that, as we do have substantial investments here. So that makes it even more special being in Birmingham. So.
Oh, nice. And Andrew, would you like to tell us a bit more about the sort of investments that we do in the West Midlands?
Yeah, we invest all over the country. As you know, we've got a number of city regeneration projects, but it's great to be talking about it from here in this part of the world, given that the investment in the West Midlands, we committed a number of years ago, to invest up to £4 billion in the region. And that's real asset money that's going to change people's lives. The commitment to help develop 215,000 houses in the region by the end of the decade. That makes such a transformational difference to life. The work we're doing with Bruntwood Site Tech, which is helping us invest in, for future life sciences, a really important topic that really sort of makes a big difference. And then some of the build to rent schemes that we're working on in the region too, they're great for our business, they're great for Legal & General, but it always gives me huge pride seeing them in the flesh. So building the properties and seeing people live there, work there, knowing that our assets, that we're looking after on behalf of our pensioners, are making a really positive difference to people's lives. And so coming out on site and meeting some of the people that get to use those, it's fantastic. It's really, really inspiring.
So you focused a lot on meeting the people, and I guess that's one of the reasons we're here, to speak to our customers. Lauren, why would you say these kind of events are important for us?
I think it's really important, especially for me as a customer service manager, to understand what my customers want, what they're interested in, what makes them tick, so that we can kind of build our service around them rather than shoehorn them into what we think they should have. So yeah, I think wonderful events for us to get to know our customers.
Good.
And Andrew, I know it's not your first time here as well. What would you say this event kind of adds to L&G and to our customers?
I think it's right. We're 188 years old as a company, and we're 188 years old because we've been serving customers really well, but for just that inordinate amount of time. So to come to events like this and talk to our customers, for me, it's really liberating. I spend much of my time in meetings, in offices, talking about big, important strategic stuff. Nothing's more important than serving our customers. And so to actually get out to to a site like this, and the lounge is so full today, Lauren's already said how busy it is, the chance to get to meet and talk to our customers whose products they really rely upon and whose feedback we really need. It's a great opportunity that I always look forward to coming to places like this and meeting and talking to our customers and hearing what they think and how we can do a better job of serving them.
Great. And Lauren, would you have a sort of an example of somebody you've met that you'd like to share with us?
So I have one from last year, actually, and she was a really lovely lady. She was here with her husband. She had a life policy with us, and we were just talking about legal and general in general. And I said, what do you think of when you think of legal and general? And she said to me, when I think of you, I think of being in safe hands. And I thought that was just a really nice kind of way to describe it. And I hope that all of our customers feel that. So yeah.
I mean, that's really lovely to hear, Lauren, and it kind of gives you that sense of pride for being a part of Legal in General. And as much as it is about us putting our face to Legal in General, but it's also about seeing our customers in person as well. Before you guys go, I guess the question I've been asking everybody is, could you give us a gardening or cooking tip? Andrew, do you want to go first?
Wow. So I come here and I have to say, I'm an appreciator of gardens. My gardening skills at home, I'm told to stay away from. Let's say my fingers aren't viewed to be green by Alice and my wife. So gardening tips is usually, Andrew, stay away from planting anything because bad things happen. I'm a barbecuer, so my cooking tip. So at the show a few years ago, I bought a big green egg, which is a specialist type of barbecue, and my sort of cooking tip is beer butt chicken, which I won't go into the details, but it involves a can of beer and a chicken, and 2 hours later you get an absolutely delicious meal. So I'll provide people with the recipes if they really want to see it, but that's my signature dish.
Oh, nice. Watch your space for Andrew's recipe. And Lauren, do you have a gardening or cooking tip for us?
Well, I'm not a gardener either, so you're not doing well here. But I did go and see Monty yesterday, and I took note, and it was about roses. So my tip is going to be rose related. You need to be planting them when they're dormant. So from December to February, and then all of the goodness will go into the roots and you'll have a better bloom. So that's not my tip, that's Monty's. And I do have a cooking tip. It's, if you haven't already, buy an air fryer because it is a game changer. So
Nice one. I've actually just bought an air fryer, so brilliant. Those were some really good tips. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, Lauren, for being here in the L&G Customer Lounge.
no, thank you for having us.
No, thank you. It's been great. Thank you for inviting us today.
Great, thanks. And thank you both for being here today.
I'd like to thank all our customers and colleagues for joining us at the Legal and General Lounge today. And thank you for listening in. I'm Roshni Sakaria, and this is the PRT Pod.